J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to talk about The Chi Season 5, Episode 2. Last week, the first episode dropped, and now the second episode dropped for Season 5. Before we get started, just a little bit, I was out busy working on a TV show. And so I was out a little longer than I expected last week. And so I will be trying to make up some of those shows and things that I missed last week. Everybody that came, that appreciate, still support, I appreciate you. And, good looking out, of course. Now, we're going to talk about The Chi Season 5, Episode 2, and what's going on with the show. Mostly right now is people that's been watching it since Season 1. It's not too many people that are brand new to the show and trying to catch up while it's in Season 5. I'm pretty sure it's people that's been rocking with the show for a minute right now. So one thing that we see is in the first episode, the return of Q. They said he was dead, but as we see, he's not dead and is much alive. And so he made his little return, his comeback, and it shows the connection with Duda and Q and all of that. So now we see this episode, what he really about. Before I get into it, let me give a shout out to those that's already in the chat. What's up, Ill Woods? Good to see you, fam. What's good? William Lawrence said, is The Chi still relevant as a show still? Like I say, most people still here been watching it since Season 1. This season is actually off to a good start, I think. I think this season is off to a better start than the last season or two. So we'll see how it turns out. What's up, Samara? How you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, Karen. How you doing, Karen? Good to see you. Cleves, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Troy Plummer. Hey, everyone. Season 5, Episode 2 is over. What y'all think about it? That's what we about to talk about. Damian Kinney, what's good? I'm all right. I was a little wore out from all this traveling and working last week, but it's good to be back. Kendall, what's up, Kendall? Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to have to play a video for you. Thank you so much. I missed you guys from last week, so it's good to be back. And let me show y'all a clip from what I've been working on. Thank you so much, Karen, for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. Good to be missed. I'm going to have to get some other videos I have loaded up for that one. But thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. And definitely good to be back. And we're going to talk about this Chi Episode 2 video right quick. I don't plan on being on too long talk about the show, but we'll see how it go. This video is for you, Karen, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's see. I played 2 of them.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
You talking to me? Huh?
मैं हमेशा गुड न्यूज और बैड न्यूज साथ में देता हूँ.
All right. So the shot, that was silly. The shot episode 2, I think, was actually pretty good. It seemed a lot better than last season so far to me. We see that Q is back, which kind of brings a level of authenticity to the gangster side of the show. I mean, Curtis Cook, who plays Doodah, does a great job as well. Doodah, he a good ass actor, man. But Curtis Cook. So we see that they got Tracy pretty much by the nips, and if she doesn't work with them and continue to do what she doing to chill as far as with the police, because like he said, just pay the police off, not get rid of them completely. So Q don't like how business and everything is going, and we see that what he gonna end up having to do is stick around, and Q is gonna stick around and make sure everything runs smooth. And Tracy, she gonna have to calm it down some, you know. She gonna have to calm things down because they don't like the way things is going, and she ain't really helping. Kendall, I did watch P Valley, but I'm gonna do a video on P Valley tomorrow, and so that's why I was saving it. But P Valley episode 5 was pretty good. It was something else, of course, but I don't like how it went at the end. But you know, I will talk about that. So we see that's what's going on with Tracy and Q. So then later we see that Trig is gonna start getting into politics later towards the episode, and that they was floating around city council stuff, whatever the case, and he don't want to be called Trig anymore. He gonna be called Slicky Victor, Slicky Vic. And so we'll see how that play out. But what we for those who may not have picked up on it, or maybe you did, we see why, you know, Tracy was there with Doodah trying to convince Trig to let them basically handle him. And the reason why is because she need that support from Q Dog, from Q. And so she don't want to lose all that stuff. And she really trying to use, she just as bad as Trig. And we see she slept with Doodah this episode also. So she definitely drinking the Kool-Aid and really got some type of feeling still for Doodah. And Trig better be careful, because it don't seem like anybody is really out for his own interests. And Shad, his right-hand man, they operating on another level above his pay grade. So he did get him a woman finally, now that he out of jail. And that's good, because we see he trying to be a good dude. And when he came up to her, at first I thought she was, I didn't know what this was about to happen, but he came up and it seemed like he had it all sold up when he started singing "Excuse Me, Miss." And next thing you know, it looked like he was all good, till he started talking too much and said that when he was locked up or in the joint. And she like, nah, I'll pass. But he was able to walk the line of, you know, begging / give me another chance in the sweet way. So she ended up giving him another chance, got all old school with the pen and the pad, gave him the number. So, you know, later we see he really ain't have any money, and he cooked for her. But it seems that she still liked it, because I guess maybe even though she may be dealing with dudes that's on a different level with a little more class, or, you know, enjoy the finer things, his heart was more genuine, and they wouldn't probably put in the work he did to please her. And so that's why when she was asking him, you ever been to a wine tasting and stuff like that, she knew he ain't never been. And it's funny how he was able to make a joke out of it, and women always like the, you know, a smile on the face. So that was smooth that he was able to not get offended and be able to make light of the situation, and you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. That's one thing a lot of guys don't know, is you shouldn't be so easily offended. And a lot of people need to learn to be able to laugh at themselves sometimes. It ain't that everybody can't take everything so serious, you know. Speaking of not taking it serious, we see Tiff is just, boy, she done definitely moved on from Emmett. And Emmett, I don't know what's going on with this dude, man, that he got her. She's living with another man, but he's watching all the kids, and she like running over him. It's just real bad. It's giving me a different perspective of how those type of relationships with men do that to women. And so I don't know what he's doing, but they should have had some type of split the custody written or something, because yeah, she's just doing whatever she want with different guy, running the street with Keisha, who you could tell Keisha's still feeling Emmett, and I can almost guarantee you that Keisha and Emmett will be getting together by the end of this season. I'm predicting by the middle of the season they'll be getting together. So in the next 3 episodes, Tiff and not Tiff, Keisha and Emmett are gonna be back together. Watch. And that's gonna put some tension, because you see they becoming such great friends. So I don't know how that's gonna all play out. They shouldn't have been trying to be friends anyway. They both liked the same guy and slept with the same guy. That's playing with fire in the beginning, from the get-go. So, you know, we'll see how it all play out with that. But I definitely could see them being together. Let's see. Troy Plummer said, I can't stand Tiff. Emmett need to let her go. I agree that Emmett needs to let her go. He needs to move on. She's been hurt by him too many times for her to forget and forgive. She can't do it anymore. In her mind, she's done enough. And it's just hard. Like R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, say what you want about him, but he did know how to write some songs. And that one right there, it ain't, it's nothing you can do. It's over. And she fed up with him, and he need to just go ahead and cut bait, because she just using him as a place to stay whenever she want to, and a babysitter. You know, so I wouldn't be fighting for her. And all the stuff that she say, she think people gonna support her, but they don't. Just like the dude that she's been with, Rob, he told her, look, this ain't gonna be how you thought it was gonna be. You ain't gonna be up in here running the streets with any old dude and coming up in here like that. If you gonna be with me, you gonna be with me. That coochie is mine. She said, no, ain't nobody coochie this is but mine. Okay, well, you better put a roof over that coochie yourself then. That's what I'm saying. Where's your coochie roof money? Because I don't know what you think this is if you coming to stay with me. That's pretty much what he said. That was the translation. And so we'll see what she ends up doing. She don't want to go back to Emmett, so she'll probably tell him that she will be monogamous with him. and then she'll be the one messing up, sleeping with somebody else, is what I think. And then at the end, have nothing and come back crawling to Emmett. Could you please let me back in? And I think that Emmett has already done more than enough with that relationship and put up with more than enough. And so, yeah, we'll see. That'll definitely, but by that time, who knows? Keisha will probably be sleeping with him. So we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, Tiff is definitely wild on that one. And also, Louisiana boy, you say she's selfish. Emmett trying to be a good man. He is. He did make mistakes. And maybe that's the thing, is that he made too many mistakes with her for her to want to give him appreciation right now. And that's why I think they should just both leave and go and do their own thing with somebody new, because they done burnt the bridges between each other. Troy Plummer said, don't get me wrong, Tiff is beautiful in real life, but on shows, she a screw up on the show. Oh, yeah, she definitely is beautiful. Ain't nobody gonna dispute that, unless I don't know what's wrong with them if they dispute that. But not that she, the greatest or whatever, but I'm just saying she definitely a beautiful woman. But nevertheless, her attitude and her character is horrible. And in a way, not necessarily, though. I kind of agree with it. So she, like I said, he's done her wrong too much. He shouldn't have told her about Dom. Yeah, that was messed up. And I know women all gonna say, yeah, he should have. But they weren't together. It was a one-time thing. It was before they got married. It wasn't necessary. And we ain't seen her and Dom really hanging like that anyway. Well, they was until that news. But I don't know. He probably shouldn't have said that. And he should have just not messed with anybody and kept it like he was doing it. But he messed up, made things a good thing bad, and it's over. They need to just move on. It's just she's been hurt too many times by him. So, we'll see. Somebody said, when is Dom returning to the show? I'm not sure. That would be a good question. We see that they must not be friends no more, or working together, because they definitely ain't seen each other. So who knows? Louisiana boy James, that's what's up. You say we saw Peaches. He over here then turned into a pro-black, what is it, conspiracy theorist. And he talking about seed retention. When I heard that, it made me think about some people that was talking about that not too long ago. You got to hold that seed. Don't give her none of that seed. Don't spill a drop. And hold it in. No time for you. What he was rhyming or whatever. I'm like, oh no, seed retention. That ain't gonna make you stronger. That is not gonna make you smarter. That is not scientifically proven. If that's the case, this would be something taught to men in health class, so men could be able to take care of themselves better. So many men are going through this when they're younger, especially without trying to. They would be running the world if that worked. So that stuff don't work. But some people believe in it. More power to them. So we'll see. Net Mathis said next episode, Emmett, he gonna strong arm the love with Keisha and get it wet. Kendall, you say she ain't so innocent in season 1. When we introduced to her character, she was out there wilding just like Emmett. I know, right? She was. And now they trying to make her seem as if, she got done. So, I mean, that's why I say, yeah, she has gotten done wrong by Emmett lately that we have seen. But then again, she was wilding on her own at points too. They young and they still exploring and living life. So who's to say they probably shouldn't be trying to, they shouldn't have had kids and got into what they got into at such a young age. But then again, that's life, right? Who's to say who should get what? You can't say somebody should wait. You can't say somebody should do it now. It's their life. That's part of the freedom. So who's to see what it is? But whoo, yeah, they got a lot going on. All right, let me go ahead and get this episode of MOORESCORE and break it on down. All right, the MOORESCORE is my rating system with 4 simple categories with a 25-point score for each. These are the categories. They add up to 100. Make it real simple and just take off a decimal point so that you can get a 1 out of 10 score. So visuals and cinematography. The visuals, I always like the visuals in cinematography for the show. Visuals, they use, of course, top-notch modern 4K cameras, and seeing different locations around the city and different things is always good to see. But did they have anything amazing or unique? No. Therefore, I would give this 20 out of 25. Now, we'll say storyline and plot. The storyline is getting better. We got a couple things to check into with Q and Duda and Trig going for politics. Kevin got a new girlfriend, although she do look a little and seem a little strange. Not look, but seem how she was talking and what she was talking about. Jada is in the love triangle. We'll see what's going on with Kev's moms and all the other stuff that's going on with Papa and Jake trying to be a hooper, and you better hoop for something else to do because that ain't about to work playing ball. So we'll see. But overall, this episode, so far, I give it a 20. And let's say special effects, makeup. They didn't really have any special effects or makeup for this episode, so I got to give it a 15. The costumes as well was just normal, average, regular clothes. Entertainment, fun factor. It was cool. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like the greatest that I've seen, but I would give it about a 20. I would give it a 15. Entertainment fun factor, which would give it a total MOORESCORE of a 70, which is not bad, not great. It was good. I would actually bump it up to probably a 75. But which you could give a 7.5 to an 8, which I mean it wasn't the greatest episode in TV history, but it was good. It was entertaining. It's building. I like the momentum. I enjoyed the episode, and I'm interested in the story. I'm still here for it. It's off to a better start to me than last season, and I could tell that they kind of changed some things. They focused when they brought Q in. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be different. And so far, so good. They kind of bringing back a little bit of the street aspect slowly on us. So we'll see how that all turns out. And they got a couple things on here that's got my interest. So I'm going to keep watching for now. I enjoyed it. Like I say, 7.5. And, we'll see what the next episode has in store. But overall, I liked it. What would you all rate this episode? And did you like it? I guess I could tell by what you would rate the episode. So let me know, what would you all rate the episode? In the meantime, this past week was a lot of fun working on this show, and everybody was very nice, very cool, and I can't say too much right now until it's all out, but I do have a few pictures and things, so once everything is all out and released, then I'll be able to share that with people. So it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to be able to talk about it. And it's gonna be a while though, so you probably won't hear me bring it up no time soon, because it'll be a while. Anyway, Tamika, you gave it a 7.5 as well. You say you like to start better than last season as well. I agree. Coffee Reviews a 7. Troy 7.5 out of 10. Karen 7.5. Kendall 7. I'm gonna stick with it for now. Yeah, and that's why I say a 7 to a 7.5 is what I would give it. The MOORESCORE came up to a 7. Which that's really, if you do the scoring right, it usually comes out right. But it was a 70. I gave it an extra 5 for maybe being better than last season so far. But it was pretty good. Pretty good. I can't complain. I'm gonna do P-Valley tomorrow night after Lamont. That P-Valley, woo. That was a trip. I didn't even get to do episode 4. Wow. You talk about too hot for TV. That was too not for TV. Too not for TV. Straight up. I was not prepared for that at all. And what's crazy is I predicted that in that first episode when dude came out of prison. I said, something ain't look right with that. Something ain't look right with that. So that right there, P-Valley is something else. And off of that episode 4, what's crazy is I've worked with that director that directed that episode, and that director likes to get emotion and stuff out of them and feelings. When they make a show, episode, or a movie, that's what they like to focus on. And there was a lot of emotion and feelings in that episode 4. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it was something else. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'll be back tomorrow night after I'm on Lamont's channel, and we talk about P-Valley. So that was this show. P-Valley is doing some things ain't never been done on TV, and this last episode, man, made me mad. Dude did what he did. I was like, what? But anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody be safe, peace, and I'm out of here. Deuces.